Please. You are?
Fred Miller.
You must be...
Wallace, James Wallace.
Great. Please. Have a seat. Now, before we do anything else, allow me to pay you. Please check that both names are spelled correctly. You understand that this is yours simply for coming to the lab. From now on, no matter what happens, the money is yours. I'll have to have you sign a receipt. There you go. Now, psychologists have developed several theories on how humans learn. For example, it might help to reward a person. Sometimes it helps to punish him. We do know that punishment, oh, thank you very much, is a powerful incentive towards learning. For example, when a parent spanks a child. However, in fact, we actually know very little about the effect of punishment on learning because almost no scientific studies have been done of it on human beings. Now, one of you will play the role of learner, who will receive a mild punishment if he answers incorrectly to a series of questions. And that punishment will be administered by a teacher.
Now, what kind of punishment are we talking about?
Well, first, let's determine which of you will be learner and which will be teacher. If you'll just choose one. Good.
Teacher.
Guess I'm the learner, huh?
Good. This is the machine for generating electric shocks. Go ahead. Now, let's set up the learner to receive some punishment. If you'll just follow me into the next room.
Is it okay if I leave my hat here?
Yes, that's fine. Now, you might want to remove the jacket. Go ahead and have a seat. Now, when you push one of these 4 buttons, this box will signal a light in the other room telling the teacher how you're responding to the questions.
No, what kind of questions?
Multiple choice, word pairs, a strong arm, black curtain, and so forth. Now, we want you to memorize them. The teacher will first read them as word pairs, strong arm, for example, and then he'll read only the first word, strong, followed by a series of word choices, back, arm, branch, and push. Now, your job is to remember which of those words was originally paired with the first word, strong.
Arm?
Right. Now, you would indicate that by pushing one of these buttons here. If you had thought it was the first word I had read, back, you would push this first button here. If you thought it was the second word I had read, arm, you would push the second button, so on and so forth for the third and fourth word choices. Now, if you get the answer incorrect, you will receive an electric shock. Would you please roll up your right arm sleeve, please? And would you just help me strap him in to limit any excess movement?
How far do you think
Make
he'll
sure
go?
it's nice and tight. Now, this
Too soon to
is
tell.
connected to the shock generator in the next room.
Electrode
And
paste.
electrode paste to limit any excess burns or blisters.
I should say that a couple of years ago in the West Haven VA hospital, they determined that I had a slight heart condition. Nothing serious, but how dangerous are these shocks?
Well, although the shocks may be extremely painful, they cause no permanent tissue damage.
Oh.
Well, we'll be communicating from the next room.
The lab coat. I decided to make it gray. White would seem too medical.
Okay, thank you. Now, if he gets the answer incorrect, you administer the shock by flipping one of these switches here. See? Each switch has a little red light above it. Now, to give you, the teacher, an idea of the amount of shock the learner will be receiving, we think it's only fair that you receive a sample shock yourself. Is that all right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, just roll up your sleeve.
Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards.
Good. Now, I'll ask you to close your eyes and just estimate for me the amount of volts you think you're receiving. Okay, close.
This part's where the experiment really begins.
Now, if you'll just use this scale here to tell me the amount of volts you think you received in the sample shock.
195.
No, actually, that's incorrect. It was 45 volts. All right.
Okay, learner, I'm going to read you the words, and then I'm going to repeat the first word, and you're going to tell me the pair for that word. Okay?
Oh, he doesn't have a microphone, but he can hear you. Okay, keep it moving, understand? Remember that each time he gives a wrong answer, you move up one switch on the shock generator. It is important that you follow the procedure exactly.
Okay, here we go. Blue girl, nice day, fat neck, green ink, rich boy, fast bird, blunt arrow, soft hair, cool cave, gold paint. And the first word, blue, boy, girl, grass, bat. Correct. Soft, rug,
He finds his
pillow,
way into it.
hair,
With
grass.
increasing confidence, he finds a rhythm, a groove,
That is incorrect.
until
90 volts.
here we go.
Gold, dollar, necklace, moon, paint. Incorrect. 120 volts gold paint. Hard, stone, head, bread, work. Incorrect. 135 volts. Wet. Night, grass, duck, cloth. Incorrect. 150 volts, wet duck.
How do you know when a change, a true and lasting change,
Wet.
is
Night,
about to overtake your life?
grass, man, girl. Soft. Rug, pillow, hair, grass. Incorrect. 165 volts, strong shock.
Let me out of here. I told you I have a heart condition. I will not be part of the experiment anymore.
He says he's not going to go on.
Please continue, teacher.
He says he doesn't want to go on.
Well, whether the learner likes it or not, he must go on until he's learned all the pairs correctly. Please continue, teacher.
Calm down. Concentrate. Sad. Bass. Music. Clown. Girl. Incorrect. 180 volts.
Experiment. Let me out. Let me out.
He went all the way. Most of them do.
Sharp. Axe, needle, stick, blade.
No response from the learner must be interpreted as a wrong answer.
Still laughing. Trying to hide face with hand.
Something's happening to that man in there. Can you please go check that everything's okay?
Not once we've started. Please continue, teacher.
So you accept all responsibility.
The responsibility is mine, correct? Continue, please.
Wet. Night, grass, duck, cloth.
Clenching fist, pushing it onto table. How you holding up, Alan?
Dollar necklace. Moon paint. 375 volts. Danger, severe shock.
Let me out of here. Let me out. Get me out of here. You can't hold me in here. Get me out.
Wet. Night, grass, duck, cloth.
wet duck. 435 volts. Okay. Brave, woman, soldier, dog, horse. Brave woman. 450 volts. Okay. What now? I'm at the end at 450 volts.
Continue, please. The last switch again.
Yeah, but he could be dead in there.
The experiment requires that you continue. Go on, please.
And his health doesn't mean anything?
Well, whether the learner likes it or not, we must continue.
I'm sorry. Look, I don't mean to be rude, sir, but I think you should go look in on him. I mean, all you have to do is look in on him. I'll look in through that door. Because I'm not getting any noise. I'm not getting no sound here.
We must continue. Go on, please. The next word is white.
White, cloud, horse, rock, house. White horse. 450 volts again. Fair, price, rule, skin, sky. Wrong. 450 again.
All right, thank you. We are done with the experiment.
Okay.
Now I'm just going to speak with the learner. I think he might be a little upset. In the meantime, my assistant would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, surely.
Dr. Milgram.
How do you do? First, I'd like to... No, thank you. I'd like to ask you some questions.
Yeah, surely.
Why did you give him, the man in the other room, the learner, the shocks?
Well, as you can see, I wanted to stop because each time he gave him a shock, the guy hollered.
Did it sound as if he was in pain?
Yeah.
Did he say he wanted you to stop the experiment?
Yes.
Did he have a right to stop the experiment?
I don't know.
Why didn't you stop at that point, when he asked you to stop?
Why didn't I stop? Mm-hmm. Well, because he told me to continue.
Why did you listen to that man and not the man in pain?
Well, because I thought the experiment depended on me. And nobody told me to stop.
He asked you to stop.
Well, that's true, but he's the, the subject, shall we say.
Who bore the responsibility for the fact that this man was being shocked?
I don't know.
Could you fill out items 6 through 18 on the questionnaire in front of you, please? Here's a pen.
I get a little skittish, nervous.
As I explained to Mr. Wallace in the other room, this shock generator is actually used with small animals for laboratory experiments, mice and rats and so forth. The visual designation is actually misleading. This shock generator has actually been adjusted so that the shocks were just slightly stronger than the shock you experienced.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. No hard feelings. I probably would have done the same thing myself.